the spirit healer. At the end of the line, she's so tired and lonely. Where is the spirit healer? Doesn't seem right. It's so hard to get over. But all these moments of suffering, they just remind us to love, to look straight ahead. Only seems to be natural. But there are times when I feel like I'm dying instead. Woman, don't you know you got to change it? Don't you know you are the spirit healer? You know, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is all over Facebook today with that speech she made to the Yahoo, whatever his name was, who spoke so badly to her. And I as I was singing those words, I thought, well, there she is. That's the next generation of spirit healer. Well, first let me say that when Carolyn wrote that song, she was very, 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 very shy about bringing it to us because we were a jazz ensemble. And she didn't think it was good enough, strong enough. And as soon as we heard it, we just grabbed it and loved it. So I want to honor Carolyn for writing such a universal kind of song.
Yes.
Jenny and I just watched these documentary episodes about Bobby Kennedy. And so we had four assassinations. Malcolm X, Robert Kennedy, Martin Luther King, and Bobby Kennedy. We had the Vietnam War. We had the Black Power movement. We had the women's movement. We had AIDS. There was so much convergence of movements and difficulties, and then all the riots in the cities with people so angry and wanting so much to make things right. It just feels like we're living through it again, but on some deeper level, so maybe this time we can pick up some of the pieces we didn't quite get to. But it was a tremendous time to be alive. It was really shocking. It's like now. Every day you open the newspaper and think like, oh my God, we did not have a pandemic at the time. But the Vietnam War was just all over everybody's skin.
Right.
And all the other movements, and then to have the beautiful leaders killed one after another, so that it was very difficult for leadership to progress.
Yes.
Just devastating times. So the women's movement really came out of all that, and I think it was women's response to all that was going on, but we needed it to be from our point of view. It was no longer possible for us to sing songs written for us by men. And we wanted to produce them in the studio ourselves. We wanted to have the lighting technicians be women. We wanted the sound women. We wanted the whole thing because we knew we needed all those skills. I think what people recognized in that time is you have to get independent. You have to be able to manage your life in a free kind of a way. You cannot be waiting for somebody to fix it for you.
Right. Right. Whether
And
that's
we've got that now. By and large, the leadership of the country, except for some of these extraordinary people who are in the Congress, I can't imagine how they get up and go into work, but they're there. But a lot of our leadership is just horrific. So we cannot count on them. It's going to need to come from the ground up. Portland being one of those places, Minneapolis, that are just producing leadership.
That's right.
And it's shared leadership. I would say the most important thing I learned in the women's movement, shared leadership. If somebody tries to lead it alone, it's just not going to have as broad an understanding.